Okay, hello everyone. This is another replay. Eventually I'll post these and Josh can look at them or scan around or whatever. Anyway, this one I will call Nathaniel finally beats the Forge Fast Expand. Basically, I was on not a losing streak because I've had some wins sprinkled in there, but it's like win and then a few losses and then a win and then a few losses, and it's like, god dang it. One of them, I got cheesed with this epic like 8 pool plus a spine crawler cheese, and I was like, whoa, ouch. So I immediately surrendered, and I was like, I'm doing that to the next guy, who happened to be a Zerg, and I was like, you're dead. And he was like, cheese isn't cool, man. I was like, well, happened to me last time. But I can be consistently losing to Protoss, which is really annoying. Terrans, not so bad. I haven't really played that many Terrans. Yeah, I feel like Terran I'm more okay with. You just watch out for Widow Mines, and you get Banelings, and that sort of thing. But with Protoss, I'm like, I don't know. There was this one that basically I knew he was on at least 2 base. I didn't realize I was on 3, but I was on 3, or maybe I was just on 2. I don't know. It was basically like, oh, who can macro up the most, and you know, win. And he marches in with like 1 of each unit, like on the Protoss army menu, and I had like, I mean, I had decent army composition. It was Zergling, Roach, Hydra, but he force fielded the crap out of my army, and I just didn't stand a chance. So, so he does that whole Forge Fast expand. So I was like, all right, fine. Apparently, the trick for beating this is doing a swarm host type thing on their expansion, like just hitting it with a swarm host. I'm like, okay. You have to support it with Hydra because of the Void Ray. I'm like, all right, let's try that. So I figure, well, it's a big map, let's fast expand. He's probably going to do that too anyway, so... yeah, so let's see what happens here. I don't actually know. Okay, we're going to look at... resource... No, income... Oh, I'm winning. Hooray! Sort of. We're about the same. And... units... structures... What are we doing? Production. Okay. I don't know what I actually do. Okay, so yeah, he's gonna do... Oh, that's what I did! Oh, ha. I forgot. The only reason I probably won this is because I snuck Lings... Or, yeah, snuck Lings into space, because I don't actually probably have this build, like, down flat enough to actually do it. So I think probably the only reason I won is because I managed to squeeze some Lings into his base, so... You know, if I had just gone straight for speed Link... 3, I don't know. No, he would have this up by then. Maybe. I don't know how fast the Lings get out. I mean, if I had cheesed him, I guess that's a lot of probes. I don't know. He probably could have defended it. I mean, I won, so I shouldn't be changing anything, but we'll see how it happened. It wasn't, like, pretty. It's always a little bit by the skin of my teeth, but that makes it that's the reason why it's so fun, you know? Of course, that does mean I lose a good amount, but, you know, whatever. I'm the top 7 in my league right now. Number 7 in the top 8, which is fun. You know, in a gold league, top 8 in a gold league, so it feels pretty good. Okay. So here we are. So real late speed, obviously. Not really in a rush, I guess, for that. I mean, it's early considering... God dang it, stupid probe. Look at this. This is it right here. It's just... It's not like my usual thing where I go straight for speed. So I hadn't actually found him yet. Well, I did. Oh, okay, yeah, I did, because process of elimination. Whoops. Okay. Spine crawler. Why not? Not soon enough to block his probe. But I've got the 2 base, and I've got the more money coming in, which is nice. And he doesn't really see that much, probably. Yeah, probably not much to impress him at this point, aside from my idle drones. They're pretty impressive. But I get some more Lings coming out, because I've got a ton of minerals. Obviously, yeah, I don't really have this build down. So... He still hasn't plugged up that hole. Probably assumes that I just don't have anything to bring through it. I'm trying to see what I do. Okay, so I move out with these Lings. I guess that makes sense. In the meantime, I'm trying to get my other base up going for lots of gas. I ended up being way too heavy on gas. I was just like overcompensating. I'm gonna be smarter about that. Anyway, off these guys go. Probably trying to see if they can block the expand, which is kind of stupid given that he's a Protoss. Oh, here we go. Wow. Oh, he must have... How did he spot that? Observer or something? No. Because he put those things there, like, literally right in time. This could have been a lot worse for him, to be honest with you. I was, like, derping around for a while, then I tried to focus down a probe, and I was like, okay, this is not working. The timing here is really clutch. So he puts the Zealot there. And I'm trying to do the rest of this Zergling thing, see if I can push in. So these are almost done. I come back again, try and take out the Zealot. I know I only have to get one Zealot before I can actually make it through. In I go. So that's kind of nice. Come in here. He runs away. Take out a bunch of those guys. Come in here. Did not notice the Void Ray because I'm a bit busy. Should notice that next time. But the units killed is nice. 21-0. That's a big advantage for me. For sure. But there's his Void Ray coming out. I think we actually do snipe the Nexus. So sniping is main. Pretty damn nice. In the meantime, got the lair. I think I'm too busy like, oh my god, can I win it right here? Which of course, no, because he's not going to surrender with these Void Rays coming out like this. Especially with the Mothership Core, I mean, yeah. But I do kill, I mean, what's the structures? No, is it like units lost or something? In resources? Yeah. So I've got a somewhat of a lead in that sense. Economy. He's got a better economy. How about that? Because he put tons of probes down here. Guess that makes sense. Yeah, so he does have the better economy, so that's a problem. The one thing I do know is that he has frickin' air, so I immediately throw down lots of spore crawlers, which I think, and it was another thing that saved me the game. So basically you can see the factors coming together for me to win have to do with, like, lucky sneak into those Zerglings, sniping a lot of stuff. He's got to build another frickin' Nexus for crying out loud. Although, to be honest, though, he ends up putting a base here, so probably the Zerglings and the base here probably cancel out in terms of, you know, pros and cons. It's a good thing these Void Rays are so slow. God, I really did have a lot of Spore Crawlers. I don't know how that he was able to damage as much as you'll see he does. Out come these. The upgrades come out. This is definitely nice. The upgrades are. So let's see here. I think he's being clever. I mean, I've got spores, but I guess that is the decent approach because then only one spore can kind of hit you at once, and then he snipes that with the epic charge of the Void Rays, and then oh, okay, down go the spores, and now we're kind of in trouble here. But then he sees these and backs off. Thank goodness. So there you go. Crisis averted. He's got his main back. He's got... Okay, he's been building tons of probes. Smart. Okay, so he's a good player for sure. Still no infestation pit from Nathaniel because he's kind of an idiot. If I had built in the infestation pit and had those things out, those swarm hosts out even earlier, this game could have been over really a lot quicker than it ends up being. Yeah, if I had really rushed him out here, because the damage I did to him economically, he would not have been able to stop that. If I had the swarm host out now, which I could have, I mean, you saw I have the bank for it. I just had to build the stupid infestation pit, which I... when did that go up? I don't know, but anyway, the two swarm hosts are only coming out now, so they're there, but they're not going to be in time. Plus, I'm taking my sweet dandy time here, trying to do all my little upgrades, and then this and that, and the hoot and that, and then I'm just kind of like letting him build up, figuring that I'll have the winning strategy, which I guess it's decent to think if I've damaged him as much as I have. I mean, 22 workers killed. What else do we have? Structures, units lost. I mean, I've killed a lot of his stuff. I don't know. I mean, Going for ground weapons and air armor. Interesting. Yeah, so I'm just kind of taking my time trying to build up like the Hydra swarm host thing. But not a lot of urgency, which is probably bad because he's building all kinds of stuff. Like the Robo Bay going down for Colossus. He's got Observer coming in. Taking my sweet time, just building up. He doesn't take this base. When does he take this base, I wonder? I don't know. Maybe it's when he mines out this one or something. It's going to be a while. Void Race. Oh, Void Race. So all the researches are going to be done, which is nice. So I do have pretty good upgrades, but I'm still on 2 base, which is rather daft of me. I could have seriously expanded and then just had a lot more resources and covered it with spores and everything for defense, because he's obviously not really going ground. But I refuse to do that. So obviously things to improve on. I mean, when I've got an advantage like this, probably expand. But the thing is, I was trying to devote all my resources to building. I still have enough to expand. That's no excuse. My excuse was going to be like, oh, I want to save up because I want to, you know, like, get this army out, get it up there, try to siege him up, close him up, try to, you know, that he doesn't get out. But that's not really an excuse because I clearly have the bank for this. It's really stupid of me not to expand. So I agree. That's another thing to learn for previous games. I could probably expand on this. Or oh, maybe I was planning on expanding on this attack, but it took so much of my micro that I'm just not a good enough player to... Oh, look at that. Isn't that pleasant? Bastard. Okay, so expanding, putting an overseer in the army is another good thing. Yeah, let's see what else happens here. Telling it to follow this. Yeah, he sees this coming from a mile away. Okay, here comes this base. God, how did I win this? The amount of flubs I have. I mean, where is his... Okay, his Void Ray force is here. It's pretty big. It has 1-1. I mean, what the hell? The Hydras have 1-1, I guess. It's sort of a trade. Look at the Observer, man. I just really flubbed that up because he knows exactly what's happening here. Boom. Holy damn. Drops 3 of them. How... Okay, luckily that kind of worked. Here comes another Observer. So I've got the more Swarm Hosts, but I'm not too confident bringing them up. I think I probably even spotted the Observer. Clever use of the cliff here. He really was a good player. Really was a good player. Moving up my Hydra reinforcements here, which is good. Because I definitely needed them. Ha! Take that. So that's good. So now I have my derpy little Locusts moving up here. But he's got 1 Colossus already with the ground attack. And he's got a little 3 Stargates working. And he's on 3 base now. I mean, this one's not really up and running yet, but... they're starting to do some damage. So now I'm starting to set up the lock-in. Of course, I look at this. My vision, I do not see this base at all, which is kind of funny, actually. Kind of sad, but... yeah, there he goes. Taking a nice hard look at it. Huh, so what happens here?
Research complete.
Kills a zealot.
Base is under attack.
Have to move up, have to save them, lose another one. Rough life. Alright, where's that Overseer? There needs to be an Overseer. He should be moving. Okay, there we go. Gotta get rid of that stupid Observer. God, the Protoss having an undetectable detector. That's obnoxious. I wish I had a better method of timing Swarm Hosts. I don't really know how to do that. Anyway, because they're just kind of dying like these little things are. Here come these things. I am shocked that I won this, because look at this. He's on 3 base, a 3 base toss. He can really do what he wants. Going Void Ray Colossus, smart move. Probably thinks he can toast all the Hydras. At this point, I think I did decide to put a Roach Warren down, which may have also saved my life. See, I mean, it's all very reactionary and whatnot, but... God, that observer's still there. Do I ever kill that? Maybe I just don't ever kill that. How sad is that? I really need more swarm hosts. Oh, look at that. How much life do these guys have? 65. Nice. And I think I kind of derp around with the micro here. I'm not exactly. I'm like, yeah, let's do that, and then wait for this guy to charge up, and then put him down, and then only direct one. Okay, that sort of worked, I guess. Might actually start doing a little bit of damage here. Say, what am I building here? Roaches. Roaches. So many roaches. I guess that kind of makes sense. I wonder if you can micro locust to tell them to attack a pylon. I mean, there's 2 pylons there, and those things are unpowered. I should do that next time if I run into this situation. Because they could totally do that. And they're starting to make a tiny bit of headway. Obviously, if I had directed him this way, that would have been super nice. He's probably like thanking his lucky stars that's not happening. My third's only just going down now, so by all rights, I really should be losing this game. It's kind of a miracle I pulled it off, to be entirely honest with you. It's got 2 attack on those Colossi now. Oh man, if I had just taken these pylons. Well, not anymore. I mean, these things are kind of dead now. But still, I could have made a little bit more progress and started attacking the Colossi in a more timely fashion. Oh, there we go. Alright. He probably decides that enough is enough and he realizes he's going to start taking damage now. He honestly was a good player. I feel kind of good that I beat him. Which was mostly luck, I think. Ow. Boy, I managed to... What the hell? Oh, the thingies. Oh, he microed his Colossi badly there because... What did I do there? Ran him right into this base. Like an idiot. So at this point, having failed with the unit composition there, too many roaches, not enough hydras, I bring in with 3 vipers. A little late to the party, obviously, so they peace out. They were supposed to yank the Colossi or something like that, but obviously I didn't even have hydras for that, so I'm not sure what I was thinking there. Again, if I had just attacked the 3rd with the locusts, man, I would have just chewed through those photon cannons. Son of a beasting. I'm at the same number. I think about the same number of like factors that worked for me actually worked against me. So probably came out about even. I'm not sure how I edged him out. Here he comes marching down the field with his triple observer. Killing my own roach swarm. But really, probably not the best building to suck life out of. Now here is the big flub, because I could have done so much better, but get this. I thought the abduct button was E. For some reason. It's not, it's D. You'll see there is some pretty cool Viper macro, which might have actually won me the game. Like that. You know, you snipe a few, you whittle them down, it's good. But at this point, see, I could have actually killed the rest of them. But with all the energy and everything, yeah, it would have been great. But did not have the button. Keep trying to grab them. Could grab all 3 right there. Boom, 3 dead. Annoying as hell. Would you believe it's the first time I'm using Vipers? Because it is. Look at the observers. Okay, so I say screw that base, because I realize I don't have any more swarm hosts on the field. There's no way to deal with that. His income's still higher than mine, of course. Units lost. I'm still winning a little bit in that category. Okay, Archons I can see. Archons I can see. Just two of them against my army was not going to do it. Okay, there's some cool abduct micro. I like it. I mean, maybe I was going to win that battle anyway, but that definitely made it easier. Perhaps saved a unit or two, which I can now march into his base. Because all his tech buildings are here. So, even if you've got a fortress of awesome over here, I can still come in here and do some real damage to him. This is going well. So I think what made the difference was, I don't know, maybe speed with which I was able to get the army back out. So it's kind of a Zerg thing, because we have this engagement in the middle. I get the army out, use the Vipers, snipe a couple of Void Rays for free, and then I can march back up here. He doesn't have the wall back, so at that point it's kind of like no good for him. And there come the reinforcements. So, you know, there you go. GG. Honestly, I don't know. It's a fun game. It was a cool game. There was a lot of flubs I made. I needed more overseers. I needed to better micro the locust. But it worked and I won. So I was pretty happy about it. Jumped me into 7th place. So there you go.